Vegapunk turned my father into a cyborg, and what? That's so cool, though. Kuma is her dad? What? What is up, Twitchlets? My name is Mr. Twitchy, and today is the day. We are finally back with One Piece. Been on a 7-month hiatus for the manga. The last chapter that I read was 1061. Now, there's two reasons for that. So the first one is, obviously, as most of the fandom feels, Wano was quite the letdown. Me personally, my biggest issues were we didn't get anything from Zoro. He's my favorite character. And then secondly, Yamamoto? Oh my god, I am so rusty. I'm sorry. It's been 7 months. Odin Wannabe. She did not join the crew. I feel like she was a perfect, quirky little fit for the team. Whatever. And then 3, I just got way too busy with Mugen Eclipse. It is a dual reaction anime channel that me and my brother Vontae are on here. We've started up Chainsaw Man. We've done Bleach. We're doing Vinland Saga, Hell's Paradise, and Demon Slayer, and we'll get into the second season of Bleach coming up here shortly. But for those two reasons, I did drop One Piece because I do want to react to the manga chapters for the last 7 months. So with that being said, let's waste no more time. I do have a number of spoilers that obviously I've received over the past 7 months. It is what it is. I'm not too concerned about it. I do want to say that the one spoiler that I got for Bonney might be game-breaking. I want to say it's something to do with her father, which, if that's Dragon, she's Luffy's sister. That would be absolutely wild. But with that being said, guys, let's get into the first chapter of today's video. This is going to be chapters 1062 to 1064. So 1062 right about now. Alright, 1062, Adventure in the Land of Science. Drama 66, An Emotionless Excursion, Volume 20. Meanwhile, in Chocolat Town, Cacao Island, it looks like it's frozen over. So, is that our boy Kuzan? I do know he shows up later, so potentially. Vegapunk, you mean the Vegapunk? Oh, put a sock in it. Vegapunk, hey, I really respect your work. I spent 2 years in the lab in your hometown, Baltimore. I got so many things to show off to you. A giant robot of my dreams. How many dozens of times bigger than the General Frankie is it? I wish Luffy and Chopper could see this. A babe! Vegapunk's a total babe. Oh, and I also got spoiled. I'm gonna, sprinkle these in every now and then to let you guys know. I actually think Vegapunk is a hive mind, given the fact that I know there's an older Vegapunk that I've seen in some thumbnails. So a hive mind in One Piece would be absolutely fire, and it would make sense why Vegapunk lived for so long, or even so far in the future. If you have multiple brains working all simultaneously, that is super overpowered. Wait, I never heard that Vegapunk was a woman, says Robin. And her appearance doesn't add up, based on Vegapunk's long history of activity. Of course it doesn't. I'm obviously not the Stella. That's the main body. I'm Punk 02, Vegapunk Lilith, the evil. And my research budget is constantly stretched to the seams. So hand over your valuables. After that, I'm done with you. What are you talking about on this frigid sea? If you're going to scoop us up out of the water, at least see it through to save us. I did not save you. These waters are normally unreachable by ships. These things ensure they all get sunk. Alright, so we probably got some Sea Kings coming up. The Sea Beast weapons. Oh my goodness. These guys are all decked out in hats and visors and lasers. Sea Beast weapons, says Frankie. They're incredible. Uh-huh. This time's the fear winning out. Zoro kind of looks at the bear one. Nami and Brooke are screaming. Brrrt. Lilith, what do you think you're doing? Plundering again? Have you no scientist pride? Shut up, Shaka, you do-gooder. Will pride increase our budget? First of all, they are not going to surrender. That's the crew of Straw Hat, the one who just got made Emperor of the Sea. I know, right? They must be laden with treasure. In that case, you've made a terrible mistake. Mistake? They're thoroughly surrounded. They have no escape. You've underestimated them. Look at the swordsman on Broad. That's pirate hunter Zoro, worth a bounty of 1.111 billion berries. The reason he's calmly hanging back is because he knows he can slaughter you in an instant from that range. The same goes for the demon child behind him, Nico Robin. But what would they do about all the sea beast weapons around them? The mighty always determine the first foe they should strike down. You ought to think harder. So the talkative jokers are a distraction? They didn't mean to be, but they were. I didn't pay close enough attention. Hey, Vegapunk, we've got some demands, and you're gonna listen. Got that? That's fine. Bring them here. I happen to have an interest in that crew. You said you've been here before? Luffy asked Bonney. When I was a kid, it was a normal lab back then. And what did you come back for? Depending on his answer, Vegapunk will have to die for his crimes. Whoa. Vegapunk turned my father into a cyborg. And what? That's so cool, though. Kuma is her dad? What? That is wild. Okay, I guess I'm moving on. At this point, he's lost his sense of humanity. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. He's been turned into a pure, unthinking, living weapon. That's a terrible thing to suffer, says Jinbei. Yes, Vegapunk must pay the price. Sorry about that, Boggy. Bonney. We're on the surface again, says Chopper. Let's go and find some food. Wow! Oh, right, I met Sabo and Mary Wa. Hey. I don't need to bring that up now. Wow, what is this place? A giant robot? Everything's flying. That is a weird-looking creature. It's like a slug mixed with Kaido's dragon form. And a space monster. Yeah, that's about the best description. What in the world? I'm gonna go on a ride. Hey, we're intruders, remember? Be careful, Luffy. Gumma gumma no Rocketo! Did it eat him? Luffy got eaten. Yeah, he did. Oh, hologram? Went right through him. Giant parfait. Cookies, fruit, heaps of whipped cream. Let's eat. Now just hold on a minute. No one's going to leave out delicious treats for you. It's clearly some kind of trap. Yeah, and they go through it. It's definitely a hologram world. What? You pass right through it. It's there, but I can't grab it. Chonk, chonk, chonk. That just makes me hungrier. Did we die at some point? No, we're not ghosts. This parfait is a hologram, I think. I've never seen one in person. What? Someone's gotta pay. Calm down, Gear 5 Luffy. Good God. It's a three-dimensional image made with light. We're talking about something out of a comic strip or a fantasy world. An image. The space monster. That's why I slipped through it. The giant robot is probably the same. No one could actually make such a thing. See, this is somewhat dangerous because if everything looks real, there could definitely be something hiding within the hologram projection. And if you turn your back on it, you can get striked. Struck? Striked. Anyway. Hey, what's this? There's pictures of foods and buttons on it. Don't bother. Everything here is lies. You know, I just noticed something. The sea was cold here, and yet, this is a tropical place. Although it is indeed a winter island. Thanks to the island AC I created, we can control the temperature of the island itself. That thing's as big as Kaido. You're the one of those hollows too, huh? Clunk. Eat this, jerk! Sorry. Clank. It's a fast food Vega Cola. Oh, that burger does look pretty good. Huh? You popped out a hamburger meal with a drink and fries. What the? Who made these? You can touch them. They're real? It's so good. Press the next button. Steak, omelet rice, fried pork cutlet, cotton candy, cake, ramen, fried chicken, hot dog. I'm glad you like my automated cooking machine. I can't see a number on this woman child. Maybe it's 1? As long as there's enough food material, it can provide 500 different meals, which are now eaten all by Luffy, Bonney, and Chopper, to the user, each in under a minute. Pizza, pasta! The whip up leftovers mode is the best part, but only if you make it exactly to the plans. There aren't enough technicians to mass produce them, though. It makes me so mad! Same thing with the island AC. Controlling the temps means being able to sense the life patterns of every living thing on the island. Spend a little more money and we could control the weather. The world doesn't have enough tech or funding. It punched the hologram? Waffles! Fried shrimp! That's right. With these light pressure gloves, you can do more than observe the light. Oh, don't let Sanji get a hold of that with a hologram woman. Consent. Aye. The moment people can touch something, they'll believe it's real matter. P29. Huh? You mean that lady's not real? Whether it's real or not is for you to decide. If you ask me, those words are a relic of a bygone era. I like this character. So, who are you then? Me? I'm nothing but a humble genius scientist for hire. Dr. Vegapunk Atlas, number 6. Dr. Vegapunk. What? No way. What's this liar talking about, says Bonney. Good God, guys. Chew! You're Vegapunk? I know your name. Kobe said it. New world. Sum it up for me. What are we doing? All right, Lucci. I was spoiled on him coming back, him and Luffy fighting. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what happens in the fight. There's only one Vegapunk, but he's such a genius, he doesn't have enough time to do everything. He's short-handed, you see. So he thought, why not make more hands? He split himself into 6 different people. All right, there, Voldemort. In other words, these 6 satellites are all Dr. Vegapunk together. So 6 is greed, York. 5 is violence, Atlas. 4, wisdom, Pythagoras. 3, thinker, Edison. 2, evil, Lilith. 1, good, Shaka. And because I don't believe in any of this nonsense, I'm the crazy one. What a hassle a so-called genius can be. They have a pacifista of Kuma. Damn it. So we're supposed to return this giant brat to Egghead, then eliminate all the Vegapunks? And be careful with his lab, it's full of valuable things. Interesting. So CP0 is going after Dr. Vegapunk, despite the fact that he's been working with the government for so long. This Emu's doing? They want us to eliminate the most useful man in the world. Okay, so we're getting into that. And does this have anything to do with what happened in Lelugia the other day? The last thing a man as keenly perceptive as you should be doing is looking for answers, says Stussy. Exactly. Don't drag us into your trouble, Lucci, says Square Nose Usopp. Honestly, don't remember his name. I don't care. He's a giraffe. All right, so that was a pretty cool chapter. Lots of stuff in there. So holograms, are they real? Are they not? It really doesn't matter when you have the ability to interact with them physically, in quotation marks. So Dr. Vegapunk, kind of a hive mind. I'm thinking even with his increased mental capacities, probably 6 satellites is the only thing that he has the capacity to control. Okay, and we've met 2 of them so far. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Goddamn, Bonney is the daughter of Kuma. What? I'm so glad I did not get spoiled on that. What the hell? I'm going to take some time to process that, but with that being said, I'm going to get into the next chapter, 1063, right about now. Chapter 1063, My Only Family. Germa 66, an emotionless excursion, volume 21. Pudding's been abducted. Interesting. Ah, that was so good. When is everyone else gonna get here? They'll be amazed when they see this food machine. Except for Sanji. He'll be mad. You sure ate your fill. And all 4 of you are stuffed to bursting. No, I always look like this. Oh no! Oh, Jimbei! You caught a stray, my guy. Roof, roof. Is this the same dog that was on Vegapunk's island for that, like, OVA for Frankie's excursion during the time skip? Recycoli. Well, I gotta go. Need to get back to my job. Violence! She woke up and chose violence. What kind of a job is that? Who are these 2 more little people? What are those? What are those? Well, it's a research lab. Maybe they're researchers? There was no one here before, but now the town's full of people. Perhaps they were wary of us before. They're wearing heavy clothes for such a tropical place. Ah, what the? Luffy. That fit looks god awful. Wow, it's so light though, and breezy cool. Wait, where'd you get that outfit? It's a hologram. Duh. In there. Or, never mind. I guess they just have a clothes rack. They give you food and clothes? Perfect. The salt water had me feeling oily. My preference. Combat gear. Ah, I can take them off myself. Hey, it is light. These shoes make me feel like I'm floating on air. Yeah, Chopper looks pretty cool. Good thing they had a tropical pattern, says Jimbei. It makes for a better disguise. Not that we're really incognito here. I'm in the future! This policeman, as I looked on the other page, looks almost exactly like Kuma. Alright, I'm gonna go rustle up some weapons and put the screws to Vegapunk. So long. Hey, wait. I see the bear. A bear? I wonder if he's looking for us, or is it my imagination? Let's move. He's gonna run. Observation hockey? Yep. It's a laser cannon. Eating without payment. Theft of clothing. Huh? RoboCop. We needed money for that? Boom! But it just popped out when I kicked the machine. Sounds like property damage to me. Is that supposed to get the death penalty? Seems like excessive punishment. We gotta fight back before he gets the best of us. It's justified self-defense, if you ignore the part about us being pirates. Sounds good. Sorry, man. Gamma, no! Stop! Boom! Bonney kicks Luffy in the face. Kuma Cop. Kuma Cop. That might be the title of the episode. Kuma Cop blast a hole in the floor. Hey, what was that for, Bonney? Huff, huff. He was shooting a laser. I should have at least get to punch him. Beep beep. That's my daddy. Huh? And he's my only family. So the dad who got turned into a cyborg was Kuma? Please, I'm begging you. Please don't hurt my daddy. This was the panel that I was talking about. It looks fantastic. Oda's best feature, one of his best feature, obviously world building is unparalleled. The way he draws emotions on his faces for his characters, is just perfect. Run, dummy, it's a pacifista. Boom. That probably knocked the roof off of this enclosure. A stretch of sea, new worlds. It won't hold, Captain. Oh, law. Like, what? Why FemLaw? Like, I don't understand. I was also spoiled on this, but, like, I just put it out of my memory because it's slightly uncomfortable. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? One more hit, and the water pressure will crush the sub. That's not good. Rise to the surface. There's no escape. Lands close by, to the northeast. Prepare for battle. Hurry. What? You look fantastic, Captain. Don't make me beat you over the head. Oh, shoot. No, it got me too. Don't touch anyone who's already got it? Is this like a virus? This power can infect other people. It'll change your gender. But I learned something from that Emperor fight. You can break through. Those powers can't withstand intense enough hockey. We've resurfaced, Captain. Ah! Oh, so he broke through the disease. The doctor, okay. He's worth 3 billion for a reason. And once he's broken through, his antibodies will spread just as the illness did. Cough. Did you have fun with the feminization disease? Doc Q, the sick fruit. The perfect opposition and complete opposite of Chopper. He causes disease as a doctor, whereas Chopper cures them. I see what you're doing, Oda. Burgess, we're moving to the island. Okay, Von Augur, the warp fruit. Pop? Is this similar to like Law's fruit with his shambles? Like, that is crazy. Someone's further up ahead. Law's looking. Okay, so he did end up eating a fruit, Burgess. The strong fruit. That's a little redundant. Boy, ha ha ha. This strong fruit power is unstoppable. What did he pick up? Did he pick up a mountain? He's lifting a mountain. Wait, when did he land on the island? Super strength, contagion, teleportation. All of these preposterous powers they've gained through hunting down devil fruits. No wonder their bounties just keep rising. Here comes the mountain. Zzz, room. Ha ha ha. Okay, so what is he riding this Pegasus for? It's been a while, Trafalgar Law. Huff, huff. Why are you here? Now, don't be so cold to your fellow worst generation. Straw Hat, Kid, or you. I knew one of you was going to sail here from Wano. Commodore Stronger says you're crushing him. And me. Go figure out that Kaido and Big Mom fell. You've turned the whole world upside down. It's been a blast. Of course, Kaido wouldn't have had at least one. And how many have you found? I'll take all of your road poneglyphs. Same back to you. In this fight, winner takes all. So is this the final road poneglyph that we've been waiting for? I think it would make sense if Blackbeard had it, but also he likes to cap, so he might not actually have one. He might have only stolen maybe Big Mom's or possibly Kaido's. The teleportation devil fruit, if he knew where the road poneglyph was for Kaido, one of his henchmen's augur could have, theoretically, I don't know the limits to the teleportation devil fruit. Technically, or the warp fruit, sorry. Technically, he could warp into Wano, warp to the specific location of the road poneglyph, warp to the edge of Wano, warp out of Wano, easy peasy lemon squeezy. But that's only if he knew where the road poneglyph was. So with that being said, let's get right into the last chapter of this video, chapter 1064, right about now. Yep, Kuzan has our three-eyed gal with augur. Germa 66 an emotionless excursion, volume 22, Blackbeard Pirates, Kuzan and augur. So here's the thing. I know it was stated that Kuzan was helping Blackbeard, and I'll get into the chapter in a second, so just bear with me. And based on his interaction with Jaguar, it seems a little bit odd that he would choose this pirate crew to defect to after he lost to Akainu. I don't really know much about Kuzan's mentality per se. It just seems a little bit out of character from what I know as of right now. But with that being said, chapter 1064, Egghead Labo Phase. Run all you like, there'll be no escape. Hakugan, take the Polar Tang. Got it. Shachi, Penguin, into the sea. Sure thing. Take this then. Re-room. Amputate? He cut the horse! Nah? I didn't hear that your powers could do that. Is that an awakened technique? Tremor crush? Oh, midair combat. This is fire. I really like the way this double spread is paneled, the paneling, with Blackbeard on the Pegasus horse with his doctor underling about to do a quake. It's just, I like it. It's a shockwave from the Quake Man. No, damn it. Are you dead, Stronger? Too bad. You were a good horse. Take this. He throws the apples at him. Look out for exploding apples. All right, one of Law's men goes into the sea. Is this guy a fishman or what are you doing? You're spewing out an explosion. Huh? Don't mess with folks born and raised in a frigid North Blue port. You won't get the best of us in a sea battle. We'll sink that ship of yours. John Bart, sniper at 3 o'clock. Protect the captain. I've got him. K-Room. Oh my god, he just... Oh! He tanked that. Well. Tough guard to break. Shockwile. What is this? Hey, there's blades. There's blades everywhere. Gah. Yeah, that hurt. This is what happens when you charge in without a plan, says Augur. Warp. Shall we return to the ship, Commodore? Pop. Hawk. No, you fool. Stay on the offensive. It's Blackbeard. So all of your officers have powers now? Wheeze, huff, which means they all share the same weakness, the sea. Is he gonna room the sea here and go away? But the benefits are worth the risk. That's how the devil fruits work. Given what we know about hockey, what we know about Gold Roger not having a devil fruit, confirmed as far as I know, that's not necessarily the case, now is it? I think that's an argument to be had, but I don't think it is necessary to reach peak strongness because we've already known it can be done without a devil fruit. An attack from the water. They're trying to sink our ship. I didn't know they were good at fighting in the water. We're experiencing a little attack-related turbulence, but it'll pass soon. Our Commodore's the greatest. Pudding is gonna show up with Law? I never expected them to interact. If Mama is still alive, she 110% is. You won't be talking like that much longer. Yeah. Well, the guy we're fighting now is the one who killed Big Mom. How's a new era supposed to get going if all the old legends are still kicking around? I mean, good question. I just don't think Oda has the balls to kill off Big Mom. Is there a pun in there somewhere? Probably. Black Vortex. At Winter Island in the New World, Blackbeard the Emperor has made contact with Trafalgar Law. And here I am once again waiting for a fight to conclude. Nobody told me that being Fleet Admiral would be so frustrating. Yeah, well, you wanted to be the king of the Marines. Meanwhile, on future island Egghead, looks like the Pacifista came to a screeching halt. Anyway, Bonney, couldn't you have picked a better age to disguise me as? Oh, okay. So the Terminator can't tell if Luffy's an old man. Age 70 in a different future. Chopper, you are old. Plus, I get how you feel, but it ain't really him. If you can't let me beat those ones up, we're gonna be in danger. Be nice, Luffy. Sorry, Bonney. It's just that we've been through some bad experiences with pacifistas. So the original was a human, and this is a clone of him. It makes sense that he'd have family. If you don't mind me saying this, Bonney, here's what I know about Kuma. This mental image is wild. He started off as the wicked king of the Sorbet Kingdom until the people drove him off and he became a pirate. He was a king? Bonney's a princess? What is going on? He was affiliated with the Revolutionary Army too, until the Navy captured him and sentenced him to life imprisonment. But Vegapunk was enamored with his muscle and latent abilities. So in exchange for taking part in body augmentation and clone development, Kuma was allowed to return to freedom as a warlord of the sea. Do I have that right? The warlord and clone soldier development I can understand, but being turned into a cyborg might as well be a death sentence. I mean, if you get rid of someone's emotions, are they really even a person anymore? At that point, you could argue that if 100% of your emotions are wiped away, that's not life. That's almost eternal imprisonment, which, ironic given Kuma's backstory. Who would ever make such a deal if they knew the consequences from the start? That's true, but a life in prison is a heavy sentence. How many crimes did Kuma the Tyrant have committed? My father was not a tyrant. He hated the world government. He would never work for them. They experimented him by force. I'm kind of stuttering here. She's swinging something. Was that a laser beam saber? That's awesome! This is a scrap heap, so it's full of the remains of Vegapunk's inventions. We could use these. My point is, it's a murder in the name of science. My father told me that he was from a special people. Is he a Lunarian? Duh! That makes so much sense, given what we know about King and his complexion. Oda, you are cooking. But so what? That doesn't give him the right to experiment on him. It doesn't give him the right to kill him. Yeah, you tell him. Special people? Team Sunny. Whoa, we're flying. The robot is flying through the sky? The Vega Force 01 here uses jet boosters on the back for propulsion and floats with using anti-gravity. Is this a sci-fi story I'm watching? Like, I know he was in the future, but damn. It's only possible because of the island's air conditioning, but one day it'll be a reality all over the world. Hey, there's a giant monster down there. What's the deal with this futuristic city? Quick point. This is purely speculative, based on Luffy's off-panel dream reveal. I had to think about how I wanted to say that. I think he wants to have lunch on the moon. That's the only thing I can think of in terms of what his dream is. Given Vegapunk's advanced technological achievements, I feel like helping Vegapunk here, now that Vegapunk has been sentenced to death by CP0, i.e. Emu, once Luffy becomes the king of the pirates and defeats Emu, I don't care about the timeline for that, whether one happens before the other. It might be concurrent, whatever. I think that he wants to have a lunch on the moon and Vegapunk can help him. He might say, okay, well, that's your dream. I'll help you out if you help me. So, a random tangent, but that is correct. This is the island where we build the future. Future Island, Egghead. Punk Records. Atop the clouds is the Labo phase, where the research happens. Below is the Fabrio phase, the factory level. The workers and researchers live there. Seems like your captain is causing a fuss down below. Well, at least he's alright. Are you coming, Zoro and Brooke? I'm on ship watch. Me too. I don't trust that woman anyway. Can we have one arc, please, with all of the Straw Hats? Like, I know Oda can have his patterns, but, like, I just want all the Straw Hats together for more than 2 chapters. Like, they just got off of Wano, they're all on the boat, Jinbei's finally back, then they split up the crew again, and now they're gonna have Zoro and Brooke on the ship. Like, it's fine. You got a lot of characters that you all want to give shine to, but at a certain point, it just gets annoying. I want to see more interactions between people that I haven't gotten before. Frankie, please give me anything. I know you guys are probably going to dislike the video for this. He is my least favorite Straw Hat. he's gotten zilch in terms of development ever since Water 7. And yes, you can say, okay, well, maybe Oda was saving him for Vegapunk arc, Egghead arc, whatever this arc is called. But it's just like, it's my whole Sanji debate. You don't give a character anything for 700 chapters and all of a sudden, like, it's supposed to bring them up to the level of the other Straw Hats that have gotten development in every single arc. Personally, that's not my favorite form of story writing. I know that was a little bit of a disparaging tangent there, but whatever. Let's get back into it. Whoa, the ground is Sky Island? Man, I remember this. Is that what this is? First time for me. What is this stuff? Yes, well deduced. By perfectly controlling this island's air systems, we can modify the density of pyrobloin and moisture in the condensation nuclei, thus recreating the island clouds and sea clouds from Sky Islands. We didn't deduce all that. This is the entrance to the lab. It's bold. You'll have to change into research suits before you enter. The troncos is just to the side. That's the changing area. Stick your feet in the dom shoes and push the lever down yourself. They'll shrink down to fit any foot. There's a lot going on this page. I don't like the boot motif, but I like everything from like the waist up, essentially, for these characters. Like Robin, oh my god. Woo! These future suits got me so hyped. It's so light and cute. My top just looks like an Aloha shirt. Yes, it does, Sanji. But it's all okay because Nami and Ramad look so good. I've never seen fashion like this before. Nice outfit, Robin. You look tough. I do? What about me? You look like a perv in any outfit. Stop it. You're making me blush. Being a genius means being able to see even what our own future contains. What do you mean, Vegapunk? I suspect that my death is imminent. Stop telling bad jokes. They're not funny. So I wanted you to hear me out, dragon. Ooh. So has Vegapunk been cooking up something with Kuma / dragon behind the scenes this entire time, before or during his current agreement with the world government? That might be the reason why he's been marked for death here. Okay. All right, so this is the last chapter of today's video. A lot of stuff going on in terms of the world government finally starting to play a more prominent role with CP0. And Dr. Vegapunk, he's been behind the scenes for far too long. So I'm glad that we're finally starting to get an introduction into his home playing field. Designs? This feels very fresh. It feels very One Piece still. So new, but also nostalgic in a way. Bonney and Kuma, craziest portion of these 3 chapters. I'm still processing that. So with that being said, guys, I want to thank you again for watching this far. Haven't asked it yet, but if you have watched this far, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I will have more One Piece, Oshinoko, and Dr. Stone videos coming up soon. And also JJK next summer, because in 6 weeks I will be reacting to the Gojo Past Arc and Shibuya as an anime only. So if anything that I've mentioned interests you in that regard, make sure you subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. See you later.